Aw, look at that. They're making progress. Isn't that cute? And the little fun I had planned for them didn't quite last as long as I thought it would. Well, perhaps I can make something extra for them. Raise the curtain. Speaking of which, so you're surrounded by dead beast people all over the place.
Intense.
And tents. It's pretty intense. So there's 2 tents here and there, of course. There's a large stockpile of various items over here. You all sort of gathered up after putting down that last warg that tore only part of Alistair's face off, not the entire thing.
Yeah, thank God for being able to shield myself with my soul.
Indeed so. Now, there is still this, the matter of this chained individual over here, basically, who has been mutilated and chopped up to the point where he has a hard time speaking, much less looking at anyone or saying anything coherent whatsoever.
Yeah, that's fine. We can let him go once we've done looting this place, because, you know, in case he decides to like run off babbling and screaming into the woods, we'll at least be able to, you know, run in a different direction from him. So, you know, I'm just gonna be like, shh, there, it's fine now, everything's dead. Okay, guys, let's tear apart this camp and, like, pick up anything of value off these things. Delilah, can you maybe remove one of the Fomors and one of the warg's heads so we can carry it over to the farmer and tell him the job's done?
Sure.
Yeah, let's see if they have anything in those tents that could maybe be used for, like, point at himself, the grievous wounds I have right now. I mean, they're not that grievous, but I mean, I'm in pain.
So you said this guy is just foaming at the mouth, basically?
More or less, like he twitches spastically. He barely looks at anyone or anything for more than a second or two. Any sort of sound that he can't already see where it's coming from, he like wrenches himself away from. What remains of his fingers are flailed helplessly at anyone who gets too close.
Yeah.
Right.
Terrify a puppy and leave it on the floor, it will be more coherent than this.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go and use first aid on him, it might help. But, I think we should probably uproot the camp first, because it also might give us the ability to fend off anything, and he's sort of safe there. Because we have to, like, full-on babysit him once we let him go.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would... he doesn't seem like he can talk, but I try to talk to him.
Okay.
Just saying, like, hello, are you? Oh, I can tell that you're not alright, but we're here to help you.
Well, his response is to stare at you for a second or so before pulling his fingers in under his underarms and fastening them there, tucking what's left of his legs up into his butt. Like, again, stop that in, that would be very strange. And as he does, his mouth just sort of opens, and once it's about as wide as it can be, he just goes, not even screaming, just making sounds at you.
Do I notice if I don't know, does he have like a tongue or something? Is everything there inside it?
He does have most of his tongue. The tip is off, but he has the rest.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. Okay. My name's Frank, by the way. I see you're screaming. I don't know how to handle this situation, and it's making me a bit uncomfortable. I'm gonna back away now.
So as you back away, you can see there's a bit of light in his eyes. So you back up, and he kind of makes a louder in your direction, and then he keeps himself all curled up and balled up. But regardless, he stops making sounds after you get further away from him.
Okay. Poor guy. I feel bad now.
Yeah. So, hey, Miguel, want to help me go over this? It's like a big pile of supplies near him, or what?
That's like barrels and tarps
Yeah.
and all sorts of stuff.
We can go do that. And that means me and Miguel will be close by to look over, him. Delilah, you're doing the. Are you willing to do the Fomor looting and also beheading?
Yeah.
Okay,
Totally.
groovy. Which leaves.
Delilah seems extremely good at removing the heads, so like they've got some sort of inborn talent for this or something.
Yeah, that's entirely what it is. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth.
Or in the severed head. She's
Basically.
especially
Can I
good at
have
taking.
the horns?
Yeah, I thought they were goats, not horses.
No, they're goats. They're goats and wolves. Wolves.
I was gonna say Delilah's
Wolves.
especially good at cutting off goat heads. Lord Baphomet, rise from beneath and give us bestial rage.
Yeah. Anyways, and Frank, if you wanna go with and help with the tent looting, just start with the one that's furthest and then come closer, I guess. Once you go with Delilah and Faun Girl.
They're going to like finish off the things, right?
Yeah, we haven't checked the tents. We need to, check tents. I mean, yes, stab Fomor and make sure they're properly dead, but also remove their hand with a blade remove their head with a blade that isn't yours because you keep turning people to light, and we need proof of the kill to hand in to the farmer guy so we can be outie.
I'll leave that part to you guys, and I'll help look through the tents.
Okay. Fine.
Now, Frank, for now you're keeping your sword arm online.
Yes.
Oh my
I
god.
want to use
Make
that phrase.
every single
Oh, yeah.
time.
As I say, I'm pretty sure Virus had it first. That or you did. But either way, it's a good term to use.
Need to write that down. Also, can I like cover it with some of my old clothes? Or well, I guess I'm wearing the armor over my clothes. I don't have extra clothes to like.
Oh man,
Well,
you know
there's,
what you could
there-
totally get? Leather.
Fortunately enough, there are in fact clothes around that you can just sort of drape over your arm if you like. Make a little ratty impromptu clip.
No. You
Yeah.
ask Delilah to get you some nice fresh leather.
Meh. No, I think I'll use a less juicy outfit, and
It won't be
some
juicy
of the
after
clothes
you
around and
tan
cover
it. You get some nice quality. Like, look, man, you have your choice of leather cuts here. You could get some warg flank there. Maybe some of that thigh, some of that Fomor thigh.
some of that thick leather. But yeah, I think I'll just make a little cloak from the least disease-looking clothes.
That might be actually the thick Fomor flanks and the rags from their discarded victims. There's less drool and feces on it, probably.
It'll be like that. Man, Frank, that cloak looking thick.
Just whenever Frank walks, there's like a clapping noise.
Also,
Sorry, not
he's
sorry.
like 70. Okay, in any case, so Delilah is doing the head chopping. I believe most of the Fomors are dead over here, so that will be where Delilah is. You have Frank is checking through the tents, bottom first, top first.
Yeah, and
Looting.
we're doing the supplies with Miguel.
That I've got.
Yep.
The furthest first, like Alistair was asking me to.
Good, okay. And Lalita, of course, Lalita's player is currently having some issues.
We could just ask them, I guess, to look out over Delilah and Frank, put an arrow in anything that pops up to maul them in the face. It's a reasonable request, I think, since they're the only person with a long-range weapon.
Hey, Miguel's got a long-range weapon. He's just helping you.
Short range.
It's,
Throwing knives are short range.
it's longer range than your stabbing.
Valid, it is not as long range as the arrows, though, which can kill us from quite a ways away.
It's true. Very, very true. So, amongst the barrels and the piled up things, as well as what Frank is able to find among the tent, are as follows. You find a few weeks worth of rations, a barrel of sour wine. There appears to be some sort of blade. It's not looking in the best condition. It's got a weathered hilt, and you can see two heads of what look like birds kind of poking out of the side, their beaks open. And there's a dent halfway through it, very, very small, but it is there. There's a longbow that appears to have it's probably just painted, but it's a dull green. Then there is a quiver of 30 arrows, and a sack filled with 15 silver, 76 copper, and you can see like silverware and some other valuables on there.
What's all this junk?
I can't tell if there's anything special about the knife anymore because of reasons. But actually, can I like that was checking both the tents basically and the supplies. Like that's the final tally.
And so you're asking if that is what is in there basically? It's not a knife, it's a sword.
Oh. Okay, anyways. So, important thing here. Anyways, guess I'll see if there's anything noteworthy about the design of the sword using my various lore checks. Just be like, does this seem like it's magic and didn't help its former owner?
It's like, did anyone else notice that it is a very special checks?
Wow.
You may continue now.
Wow.
Thank you. So yeah, what is that? An intellect check, maybe? Just be like if I recognize.
Yeah, that'd be intellect, yeah. If you have any skills that relate specifically to weapons, that would help.
Occult, magic, and folklore if you're trying to find out if this thing's fucking magical at all.
Okay.
Can I help, or is that only if you have?
You'd be doing your own check in that case.
I mean, that sweet 18.
Well, it looks like a sword.
It looks like a sword. Nothing really specific in it, like runes or the bird symbolism is mostly there because it looks good.
You don't know. Like, there's clearly nothing that's overtly magical. No one made it clear that there's magic here. And as far as like the symbolism of the birds, the birds don't seem to be symbolizing anything. I'll put it that way.
Okay, yeah. Does anyone need a sword? Because if not, we have a whole bunch of stuff that we can possibly vend when we get into town. Also, hey, Miguel.
Yes?
So, I've noticed that repeatedly you have very much wanted to kill someone, but haven't been able to because of a matter of logistics. Would you like a longbow? You can still stab people with your knives when they're close by, but now you'll have the ability to stab them with arrows at a long distance.
I suppose I can... I'm not particularly well versed in using one, but I can try, I suppose.
I mean, that's fine. That puts you in the same boat as the rest of us. I guess minus Faun girl.
I can confirm the bow and arrow is the way to go.
As you may have noticed by my slaughtering things with it.
Yeah, seriously. Do you need statty bits for it, by the way?
Yes,
yeah,
I do.
1d6 plus 1, two-handed, and has a range of 100. Oh, and you get 30 arrows.
So it's 1d6 plus 1?
Yuppers. And trickery would apply to that thing.
Yep.
Is that sword? Does that sword have bird magic? I saw you looking at it.
Yeah, it does not have bird magic, which is why I'm disappointed, Frank.
What was the range?
100. It's long range. I think it's 100 for long range? Yeah. You can kill someone very far away with that.
Very far.
Very far.
I just want to know if any of my arrows broke. Or if I can get them all back.
That's a
I
good
don't
question.
know what I roll for that.
How many arrows did you fire?
I mean, I can probably figure that one out. 1, 2,
A 3.
3, 4.
A 5.
How many?
5, 6.
I thought it was about 5 or 6.
It's 6. I just
Alright.
counted through
6.
them all.
None of them broke, but one of them looks like it's going to the next time it's used.
Okay, so I am at full quiver right now, but that particular arrow is just gonna, yeah,
Yes.
it's gone.
Yes, it is. Though, Frank, can you do me a favor?
All right.
Can you make me a perception check, please?
Here we go.
Is anyone else picturing like Delilah doing all this time where we're doing like the important work of divvying stuff, which is Delilah sitting in the middle of the camp, spinning in circles, carrying like Fomor heads?
Oh my
No,
god.
I
Speaking
picture-
of, actually,
Mhm.
Lalita approaches Delilah and why do you want the heads? Out of curiosity.
Oh, so we can prove that we kill these guys.
Oh, can I have the horns?
Sure.
Yay! She
I
will
mean-
proceed to cut off the horns and keep it.
Leave,
Alright.
She doesn't
leave
care
the horns
how,
of
how
one of
intact they
them.
are. But do it.
Leave the horns of one of them, but you know you can have the rest.
Why?
So we can prove
Well, I
that.
guess I can always cut.
Yeah, there was like how many Fomor, Sasha?
There were 5. Well,
Two
yeah,
of
5
them turned
more,
into
2
goo.
wargs.
So yeah, there's like 3 Fomor with horns intact. She can totally take 2, and I mean, I guess you could always pull out like a warg tooth as well for like a fancy necklace. Just kick its teeth in. It's dead. It's not
I
gonna.
just want the horns.
By the way, divvying it up, everyone in our group just got 3 silver. Which, I mean, I guess we're going to go and actually also pay our guide Faun girl.
You took like an Oprah tone there. Like everybody gets 3 silver.
And you get 3 silver, and you get 3 silver, and you get 12 copper.
Oh, also we all get 18. We also get 18 copper, actually.
18 copper.
Yeah.
Each one of us are split up between.
Each one of
Each of
us get it. Yeah. We made a good amount of money there.
We each get how much?
3 silver, 18 copper.
Dope.
I used to know where to put that on the sheet, but now I don't.
Equipment and talents.
Now, Frank,
I just put it anywhere.
how familiar, and like, Frank, what was your background? Like, you obviously learned how to fight. Where did you learn how to fight? Are we talking like adventuring, battlefields, a personal trainer?
More of like tournaments, probably like fencing as for sport.
Okay.
If that's a medieval thing.
Hey, back in these days, there are definitely people like, yes, I want to slash swords against people for fun. Ha
Okay.
Right.
Well,
So suffice to say, this isn't really a sound that you're overly used to then, but there's like a sort of a snarling grunting sound, and something like while you're in the tent here, and there is movement here, as something like nudges the tip of the tent up.
I guess I'll quickly exit the tent and say, guys, we got a situation over here.
Okay, so you like quickly run, like darting out.
Yeah.
So as you do that, you all become very aware of 2 things. Very specifically, there's the first one. Frank, you become more aware of something else. As the screeching, the grunting like sound turns into a screeching squeal, and you can hear the tent just shred open as something comes charging directly through at you.
So, quick question: what is that big boy?
Oh, you're gonna find out in a sec. But in the meantime, Frank, what is your defense?
My defense is 14.
14? Okay. And
Is it strange that I get a feeling that we're gonna die every time a battle starts?
no, because this is the one I specifically said is probably gonna kill you.
It's also highly
That's
probable.
also
in this
exactly
game.
how battle work.
That too, yes.
Yeah, I just have the speech with Wheatley in Portal 2. This is the part where you die. This is the part where he kills you.
This is the part where he kills you. Yeah. Okay, so 2 and 3. So
The most common roll.
oh, badly done. Okay, so Frank, you quickly manage to just like bolt out of the way as a giant pig with huge tusks shreds the tent and just goes charging right past you.
Oh.
Now,
I'm really glad we gave Miguel arrows.
the group of you can see a saggy, hulking mass with legs that stands just over 9.5 feet tall. Filth crusts its mottled and sore-dimpled hide. Clammy, egg-colored flesh draped with old furs and what remains of what was probably once a tent. 3 round, bulging eyes stare at you like lechers stare at nubile skin. 2 where you might expect them, and a 3rd embedded halfway down the revolting humanoid beast's cheek. There are teeth within that flabby face, and the breath behind them is so foul the air almost seems to be spoiling rotten before your eyes. Grasped within one 7-fingered grip is a hefty morning star that's grimy and coated with layers of old blood, and also the length of your torso, and almost as thick. In the other 4-fingered hand is a length of iron chain wrapped around the neck of a brutish feral boar that of course just tried to kill Frank. Tiny eyes black but burning red with fury and hunger, overgrown tusks quivering with anticipation, several smashed up shields lashed to its body like crude armor.
Vic.
This little figure went to the market. Oh, what's that?
Oh golly!
Linda.
Shoot it in the eye.
Alrighty. So, what is the party's immediate reaction to this? Is it you want to fight? If
The
so,
immediate-
we'll go into initiative.
We
I was about to say,
got
the immediate
everything.
reaction is
Do you-
shoot one of them in the face and get moving.
Yeah, I was gonna say we picked
We
up
need to help.
everything we needed, right?
We gotta
Well,
help
that's-
Buddy Boy that's chained up.
We ain't gotta help
Lalita's
shit.
confused 'cause she didn't sign up for this.
Is he like chained up or tied up? Like with a rope?
He is like leashed to it with a chain.
So we ain't, we
no,
ain't
no, no,
gotta,
no.
we ain't gotta help shit.
There's a very
Not
good
wrong.
solution,
Leave him
Frank.
as bait.
Oh,
No
Yeah.
one will know.
We
No
would,
one
we
will
would
blame
probably
us.
help him more by just putting a fucking arrow through his head.
No, don't do that. They're attracted to things that struggle.
Wow, this is the worst. It's like I'm busy trying to figure out like how do we save this guy with as the dude who has a bunch of corruption, but also like not stay behind and die. The rest of y'all are like the smart thing
Fuck this dude.
would be to find some the smart
Don't
thing
kill him.
would
Let
be
him
to
wiggle.
make some barbecue sauce out of the sour wine to like slather him in.
Okay, so quick question. Anyone who would be affected by the frightening trait, roll me a will check.
Fuck.
Anyone
That's
who is
me,
not,
isn't it?
like Delilah, who does not give a shit, does not need to.
Wait, Delilah's immune to frightening?
Is Delilah not
That's,
immune to
yeah.
frightening and horrifying?
That's fucking hilarious.
Delilah looks at the things just like, uh-huh. I see worse things in my nightmares, you sack of shit.
Well, on the bright side, I do
I have
believe...
seen the face of he. who comes to
Nope.
I need to actually check because I'm pretty sure I've been rolling my will checks to because this is also sanity loss, right? Versus just fright.
Well, it is sanity loss if you fail.
Okay, in that case, I get to roll with amount of boons equal to the amount of dark magic spells I know, which is a lot.
No, I don't believe you.
3, 4,
Well, I guess I'm up to
Oh.
6 insanity. Woo.
5, 6. Okay, yeah. I mean 6 boons. God damn it! This better fucking.
Mood.
No, I'm fine. Fucking thank you, occult philosophy. Me finding out like, oh yeah, I'm just harder to drive insane at this point. I mean, rampantly corrupted for what I've done, but harder to drive insane with that
Yeah, Frank is fine.
24.
Miguel is not. Alistair's is like, whatever. All right, and Lalita, are you
I've
susceptible
read
to
worse
the...
things.
True. And Lalita, are you susceptible to the frightening trait?
I think she actually has a penalty towards saving against stuff like that.
Also, is the thing he's chained to, is that thing metal as well?
That is no, just a
I
thick
believe I
wood.
am, but me and Roll20 are having issues
Okay, I can actually
on
quickly search
whether we
them.
agree or not that I'm connected to the internet.
Fair enough.
They are vulnerable to it, and they roll all will checks with a bane. Yeah, okay, you can't fail. Like, you don't even need to
Whoops.
roll the second part. You can't fail. A 20 means, like, even if you roll
Yeah,
a
you're
6
done.
on
It's
a
good.
You're fine.
bane, you're fine.
Nat
Somehow.
20.
I'm like, bitch.
Alright, so basically, Delilah is like snoring. Alistair like just remembers the thing he read last Tuesday and yawns. Frank barely holds on, like the valiant Animu hero that he is. Lalita is a bit skittish, but frankly, given she's got a lot more companionship than she usually has, instead of a 1-on-1, it's like 5-on-2. That's giving her enough courage to keep things up. And Miguel just kind of looks over and goes, "Holy shit! I'm within arm's reach of that thing."
Nice.
Are you?
Oh, also, Sasha, I found out they
Oh.
changed what the Frighten trait does in the updated version. It is 3 banes if you're in view of the thing that's frightening you, and 1 bane otherwise until it runs out. It does not fuck with your actions of slow or fast anymore.
I don't see it
It's in
affecting that.
the
No, I don't see it affecting slow or fast in the first place.
that was in the original version of it.
Or is that? Or do you mean like the frightened thing?
Yeah.
Ah.
Frightened is just 3 banes if you're in view of the thing of that frightens you. If you can see it, you're fucked.
Okay, well, I'm not sure which one I want more, considering there isn't literally a frightened condition, and it seems weird not to use it. But you know what, Miguel, as you're the only one affected by this, I'm gonna let you pick. Do you want to get the frightened trait, which will affect how you can take your turns, or do you want 3 banes while you're within view of this thing, and 1 bane while you're not, until the frightened effect runs out?
I suppose I'll go with the 3 banes because I've been rolling like shit anyway. What's more shit to there?
Fair enough.
That's
So what if I
depressing.
just got a bow and I'm gonna hit my teammates in the head?
Hey!
Alright, so what is your current...
That's implying he's going to actually use action for anything other than running right now.
What is your current insanity total?
It had been 5. I upped it to 6.
Okay. Okay, so you have that affliction for 6 rounds.
Good. Yeah, that is the noise you're making.
I think the noise he's making is a bit wetter. Not literally, you can choose that yourself. But, okay. So, this thing makes a sound I'm not going to try and replicate for the sake of everyone's microphones, but it kind of sounds like a bear roaring turned up about 3 times and mixed with a man kind of shouting through a throat problem.
Wait. Remember how
Uh-huh.
there was like that noise that came from the forest? I think I figured out what it was. It was this thing passing gas.
You know, you might not be wrong because you can smell it from here.
Yeah.
Like, you can smell it badly from here. Poor Frank, your nose is starting to burn. You're not sure how you're going to even stand up if this thing gets close to you.
On the bright side, though, since we're all peasants, Miguel is probably wearing his brown pants today. You're welcome, buddy.
I hope he doesn't have to carry around the bucket. But in any case, so the quote-unquote surprise round is over. What's everybody doing? We do an initiative?
I
So
would like to,
I vote I
We're-
I would like
fuck
to
away.
ready, I guess, in attack.
basically, for now, we're going who is taking a fast action and who's taking a slow action.
I'm taking a
I guess
slow
so.
action because nothing's actually in range to hit me, right?
Slow? Well, not that you can see.
I'm
Yeah.
in range of everything all the time.
Okay.
I mean, the board could do a dashing attack on you, but I think I'll take a slow action as well since I'm super far away from the guy, and I don't know if anybody else is helping him.
Okay. So sorry, we've got. So let's see. So we've got. Ale.
I mean, you know my opinions on the matter.
You said you're taking fast action, right? Okay, so
I
got.
am taking a fast action.
So Lita's fast. Alistair and Frank are slow.
Slow.
Miguel and slow. And Delilah.
Slow.
So okay.
Damn.
Now,
Alright. I'm the only one jumping again.
I mean, it's fine. I think, like, compared to me, also, like, Delilah has most of their spells still.
okay, so
Luckily, I still have Thimble Rig.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that thing
yes, you do.
lasts a while, doesn't it?
it is only.
Lasts
It has
an
been.
hour.
It has been about half an hour of like searching and fighting and all that. So you have more than enough left for this combat, considering a round takes 6 to 10 seconds.
Yep.
Okay, so
It's fine. It'll take it 6 to 10 seconds to kill the rest of us.
so, Lalita, you were up first. You said you want to ready in action.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
To, I mean, how aggressive does this thing look? Does this look like it's gonna just charge us all right now?
Oh, which one, Pumbaa or Fatty McPorkchops?
The big boy.
Big boy. Okay. Big boy looks very interested in all of you, and you can see it licking its lips.
Looks hungry. Got it.
Mhm.
And guess what? Very delicious.
Very delicious. Well, very is actually
Goat.
2 away, but I see.
Goat is very delicious. So, she doesn't like that one bit. So yeah, she's gonna.
Lalita has seen
she's not
Jurassic
gonna
Park.
she's not gonna just ready and she's gonna straight up shoot it. It doesn't
Okay.
look showing.
All right, so you're gonna shoot
Fuck
at
that.
Jumbo over there. All right, gotcha. I don't believe there would be a problem shooting between. Yep, you can. There's unless you critically fail, there's no way you can hit Frank.
Don't
I
tempt
mean,
it.
if I could, I'd just try to quick step out.
Oh yeah, you can do that, can't you?
Yeah, I can.
Nice.
Okay,
I'm
then
a fast motherfucker.
I believe that would allow perfect. Yeah, you're good. You shoot right in between everybody.
Like, the best archer
guys.
class, period.
Alright, guys. So, should I just go ahead and use the bot?
Yeah, just go and use the bot. We don't care.
Oh dear.
Okay, and do you have any natural boons to your attack? Actually, I don't think it's gonna matter.
I
What is your
think
bonus
so.
to hit?
It's their agility, whatever their agility is.
All right, so plus
My
3.
agility is,
Yeah.
And
12.
then
So
they
sorry,
might
guys, by the
actually
way.
have a boon on top of that.
Do you naturally have a boon with your attacks?
I believe I do, because I've been rolling with one
Yep, they have a
Oh,
boon with
last time.
dagger, long knife, spear, bow, or longbow.
Okay, good. So roll a d6 on top of that then. Okay, that's not gonna hit. All right. So
It's not gonna
you.
hit.
It's
So
not gonna
you,
hit
uh,
us
Party
though.
members?
It's true. Yeah, no, it's definitely not gonna hit them. Like if you, it would, with the quick step, there's no chance of hitting them anyways. Previously, it would have had to have been a natural 1, and you're fine. So basically, Lalita quickly steps down, lifts their bow, and takes aim before firing. Unfortunately, despite the fact that they managed not to be terrified by this thing, that doesn't mean they're really not feeling skittish. And so the churning in their stomach has them hesitate just long enough that it kind of whisks past the fat one. It actually does impact them, but only the flat side, and it just sort of slaps against their skin and kind of bounces off like it hit a trampoline.
Boing.
Oof.
Boing.
Boomba. Okay. Now let's see. 1, 2, or 3. Or 5, 6, 7, or 8.
It can reach anyone, can it?
Maybe. Lalita would be counted as a potential target, but Lalita did not try to shoot it, so it does not care about her.
And before it targets the dude that's just sitting there chained.
Nope. It's going after Frank. Frank.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Okay, so it paws the ground, screams, and charges you.
Hits. I don't have 14 defense.
Okay.
My head cannon of this, by the way, is just it charging at us, going wee.
Whee!
I mean, my headcanon of this was Hakuna Matata started playing in the background.
Hakuna, I'ma kill you.
By the
What
way,
a
which
wonderful phrase.
makes Flabby McFatbutt to moan.
Oh, fat and pork chops? Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Timon
just,
and Pumbaa.
he's just to moan right now. You know, I have a great solution to this. Why don't we break the cask of sour wine over the angry pork chop and see if like it appetizes the is that an ogre or is it like a troll?
Hard to know. And you can stop and analyze it if you like. But in all seriousness, Furenku, make me a strength challenge roll with a bane.
It's not a hobby. It's too big. Because hobgoblins are a playable class.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh no.
So you take 4 points of damage as this thing takes a running charge, smashes into your chest, and literally knocks you flying off the feet.
That's great.
Yeah. Leaves a bit to be desired.
Isn't it like a move action to get up?
Yes. So for now, you are prone. I'll only bother applying it as an issue if something attacks you. Not like anything nearby is going to attack you, of course.
Hey, quick question, Sasha.
Uh-huh.
So the pig's right now in short range of me, right?
What's short range? 5 meters or 5 yards?
Yeah.
Then it.
It's like just within that threshold.
Yeah, basically, like you'd have to kind of like lean, but yes, it is.
Okay, does anyone mind if I go first? I'm gonna make sure that Frank can actually like get his ass up without getting murdered. And anyone mind?
I hear no argument. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. I'm channeling it through, I'm gonna channel it actually through the, skull thing, take the point of damage, grin, and just fucking injure the pig and be like, "Okay, dinner's up." Because I recovered that with my spell recovery. So, that one is... Boop. That gives, what, a boon, you said, Sasha?
Does 1 sec.
I have to give myself a point of damage as well.
I applied it on your sheet.
Oh,
And
well,
25. Yeah, you're on the main screen. You're 7 of 13.
okay.
All right, 25 versus strength. Sorry, it has 26 strength.
Wait, I'm 7 on 13? Because I used spell recovery to heal, which is why I was down to 5. That's why I have the extra, because when we had downtime, I was like, I spell recovered to put myself down to 5 damage, and then this bumps me up to 6.
I'm counting your hit points remaining.
Oh. Okay, that always confuses me now. Well, it confuses me with this system because it's the opposite of D&D.
Anyways, okay, 7 hit points left.
Yeah.
Anyways, so go ahead.
So oh yeah, I get to roll the extra d6.
Mm-hmm. Not bad.
Sweet. Is that fucker still alive?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, that's why I took a slow action, is so I could be like, whoop, 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 whoop. Which 10 paces, right? So 1,
So five squares.
2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, I'm gonna right here, close, but like not 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, 5. Yeah, you know, I'll just walk by him. I'm gonna not walk immediately so he'll like grab onto me while he hasn't seen it yet.
Sounds kinky.
Yeah, do I have anything that I can use to like break the post?
Well, you've already taken an action.
Oh,
so
I
you
know. I'm thinking of for next round because I'm currently out of sight range of that. I fucked up the boar. How did the boar look like from getting just like tendrils of dark energy just shredding its body apart?
It looks hurt. Basically, the figure appears once again, reaches down and grabs the boar by the back, lifting it up off the ground just for a brief moment. You can hear something crack on the inside of it before it slams back down to the ground and the energy bursts out from inside of it. That's it. It stands up looking more angry than it is, like, scared, because it doesn't look scared at all. It looks furious. Or furious.
Well, I leave it to you guys. I did what I could. Bye.
But
I
Ozzy
mean,
is
I
in
tried.
fact in a jam. Okay. Well, that's Alistair. Then we have Frank, Miguel, and Delilah are all also acting on this turn.
I guess I'll go last in case anyone takes pity on me.
So, so I
All
know
right.
I'm frightened, but which of these two things is doing that? I'm assuming big tub of
Big
blood.
Tubbo, yeah. The boar is like intimidating, but it's not like
It's not
what the
terrifying.
fuck are you? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to, I'll go, and before I do anything, I'm going to try to position it so that the barrels are blocking my line of sight to this thing.
Fair. Okay. You could, for instance, tuck yourself in here and then duck down, and if you were to do so, or like over here and duck down, and in doing so, you would remove line of sight from the thing. It can probably see the top of your head, but you can't see it, and that's the
Let's
important
see.
part.
For now, that, basically, and then I'm going to try to shoot Le Boar.
Well, what a boring idea. So you only have one Bane right now.
And my trickery makes it even. Yay.
Now, question. Would you like me to be a bit lenient on you given certain circumstances and not make you have to check, like, to do something fancy?
What?
Given the circumstances you talked about before we started recording, would you like to just sort of auto your trickery for now?
For now, yes. I'll
Yeah.
probably say something along the lines of like,
It's all good. Go ahead.
yeah, I don't know. Whee.
Okay. So you lean out, you take the shot, but kind of like leaning down like that and ducking away has, kind of giving you an issue. Not to mention, you're still fucking horrified by that thing outside.
Not
So-
to mention I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing with a bow.
True. It's also your first time with the bow. You're like, I have a natural talent. Then you shoot it directly in the armor and go, ooh, well, I'll count it as a bullseye.
Well, I hit it.
You're
It
not
just
wrong.
you pierced its tail.
No, he hit a shield.
Oh,
I mean, at least he
Rip.
hit.
yeah,
It's true.
yeah.
It is true.
So,
So
and spending the rest of my movement to get the hell as far away from these things as possible.
All right, fair enough. Frank, I'm real sorry for what's probably about to happen to you, man. Delilah,
I'm
how
to
about
get
you?
raped. Just straight up, just no lube. It's gonna be brutal, man.
It's probably going to be worse
Prepare
than
yourself.
that. But for now, Delilah, how about you? What you doing?
What's my movement speed?
You can move 5 squares. You have, I believe, a speed of 10.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5. And I'm gonna take my second action to move a little bit more.
I mean, actually, isn't there something you can do right now? I think Delilah's the only one who can make this a complete shit show of an encounter.
Well, I can try to use my healing and offer it to...
Oh, I didn't mean that. You have a spell that affects people in long range.
Oh, you want me to bewitch?
the fucking troll?
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Because, I mean, Frank's right now toe-to-toe with the fucking boar and prone. We could just send the troll to go fuck off somewhere.
Oh yeah, isn't the troll like has like a
Probably
range of
dumb.
2?
I mean, I don't know whether it's ranges. I'm just like, it's probably fucking dumb.
Yeah, I just realized that he's probably in range to attack me without moving.
He is size 2. His effective reach would probably be 2. But who knows? I mean, he's licking his lips. For all we know, he's going to, like, either put you in his mouth and chew on you, usually like a lollipop, and then stick you up his butt, or who knows. You don't want to be in arm's reach of him is the point.
By the way, Delilah, it does seem effective. So, where's it going?
This is somehow way kinkier than I expected it to be, and
As
I don't
far
know how
as
to feel
it can
about that.
go away from...
All right. Now then, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Wait, the boar also gets pulled with it?
Yep, because as I said, it is holding it by chain.
Oh my god. Oh, hey Frank, do you want to use a triggered action?
Actually, that does raise a thing. He's prone, man. He can't.
Oh. Rip.
Though, it does raise a question, because the boar doesn't want to move. So, make a check here. Ooh, no, not D30. Fuck off. Jesus. Okay. No, it doesn't matter. Okay, so the boar's just like, and trying desperately to chew on Frank, and the ogre's just like, don't care, you're coming this way. Okay.
So quick plan of action.
so that happened.
Yeah.
Thanks, Delilah!
There's like a
And
there's like a thumbs up, desperate look at like Delilah, and then like a we should just kill the boar, get this guy, and run. Maybe it'll
So-
stop to eat the boar.
Frank,
It was just a thumbs up as Frank's on the ground.
Oh yeah, I mean he's fine.
Frank, what are you doing?
Okay, I guess I'll get up and move towards the guy, I guess.
The
let's
the
see.
chained up guy?
Yeah.
The appetizer, yeah.
Can I move through the sparrow thing here? Or is that,
And
like,
you'd
covered
have to move around it.
Okay. I can go here. Right
Yeah,
there.
yeet.
Fucking, I love this though. That's everyone's turn though, right?
Not everyone.
Uh-oh.
Jumbo hasn't
Oh.
moved yet.
Jumbo.
Just because you move
Yeah,
him
that,
doesn't.
that's.
Just because you move him doesn't mean he's moved.
Yeah, oh god.
Speaking of which, Jumbo is using its entire action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 puts it in yanking range of the boar. And the boar does want to go this way, so it is in fact not resisting this time.
It's just like, fucking dicks. I'll get you. Probably will.
Oh god, Lalita's. She didn't sign up for this.
I didn't sign up for this. Okay. Round 2. Scared. Okay. So, fast actions.
close is this thing
1, 2,
gonna
3.
be to me if I don't move?
If you do not move, it is 2, 4, 6, about 6 yards away. It can, from what you've seen, it can reach you by moving. Though, from what you've
I
seen,
don't like that.
it seems very preoccupied on the ones closer to it.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna take a slow action.
Hmm.
well, I'm gonna do my regular thing, you know, where I just kind of step out of the way and shoot.
Okay. So we got Lalita in fast action. We got Alistair slow action. Frank?
Hang on, let me do a calculation real quick.
Slow for me.
Slow for Delilah. Miguel?
Slow for me.
Okey-doke.
Man, I don't know. It's our decision.
I'm just happy that we pulled the boar out of there.
I guess I'll go with
It's not a giant.
fast action.
Franku with the fast action.
Giants are like actually huge.
Next. I see you're a man of culture.
I see your men of culture as well. All right. Then round 2, second verse, mostly like the first. Lalita and Frank can go first. Who would like to go before the other? Or do you care?
Yeah, you can go first.
Fair enough.
It's fine. We just believe in you. To either put an arrow in the
Just believe in me. I guess. Yeah.
ogre, troll, troglodyte,
Gigantocrungus.
and Chungus Maximus,
Chungus. I love that word.
or Pumbaa.
For now, I call him Fatty McPorkchops. But for now,
I mean,
Lalita, what you doing?
Maybe kill Pumbaa.
Here's the problem. You cannot shoot Pumbaa right now because Gigantor here is huge, and you took a fast action.
Oh, his chode is in the way.
Yep. Chunkus Maximus here.
I'm a very mature human being.
Very?
Wow. I can never escape that.
No, you cannot. The crowd waits with bated breath, watching as Lalita chooses our next action. What will it be?
I mean, it's not gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna tell you that much.
She's going to drop kick it in the face. Sounds
It's gonna
good.
be that shooty.
All right.
She's going to shoot its testicles right off.
Steppy, shooty.
Now, Steppy in this case, as opposed, since you don't need to worry about shooting any of your allies, is Steppy the more of the step away from it shooty thingy? And if that was you that just pinged out, in this case, the Steppy shooty be more of the stepping away and shoot thing?
Yep.
Okay. Step away, far as can be.
Call it the 1-2 maneuver.
Fighting
1, 2.
retreat. Fighting retreat.
Yes. Okay. You may roll to hit.
Yeah, yeet. It's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. It's
I
gonna be fine.
believe in you. You're not
Oh, no.
afraid.
Okay, you fail. And you
Yeah.
fail. Okay,
Do I
There's
hit
no
one of
chance.
my-
no,
No.
don't worry. Yeah, given the positioning on the field, you can't hit your allies.
Okay, that's all I'm concerned about.
Okay, Frank, it's your go.
So basically, you fire off your arrow, and this time the thing actually was showing some surprising agility for being a big chungus, lifts itself up and brings its and actually lowers its arm down, thus squishing the fat on that body. So it actually envelops your arrow, and you just hear a crunching sound.
Gross.
So,
That would be the arrow that was
I
near
would
broken.
like to take a free action to flick it off.
Maybe, you may do so. All right. Furanku.
So, with my number recovery, I can move half my speed. Is that 2 or 3? Isn't my speed? I mean, my movement 5 or something.
Yes,
around me.
I guess we'll default to move 3, and if another instance happens where you can only move half speed, you move 2. Like in this combat.
That's very kind of you.
I know what's going on.
And Make you think, guess I'll move here.
Good luck, Frank.
Fudago.
I use the healing nimble recovery. I heal 4 and I
Heal
move
4.
here without triggering free attacks.
All right, you're up to 17 of your 18 hit points.
Well, we're just gonna get like a flag that just says Linda, and just gonna wave it in battle to encourage him.
No.
Just
We need to give
point
him like
at
the samurai banner and put it on the back of Frank. 'Cause he's gonna have a katana one day.
Like that counts as like
And if
bardic
you- and if you-
inspiration somehow.
If you read the katakana, it says Ruinda.
Jesus Christ.
Linda.
Rinda.
Ruinda. Okay, well, it is Pumbaa's turn. And how far can Pumbaa move? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. So Pumbaa screeches in horrific amounts of pain and goes charging directly at Delilah. 2, 3, 4, 5. As Delilah is the only one in actual range of it.
I believe in you, Delilah.
Oh.
Ferocious charge. Half moves, so 5. Okay.
Wow, this guy's really fucking fast then.
Yep. Well,
I mean, I
he-
assume
it
part of
moves
his
about
speed is because, you know, he's big. So
it moves
he
about
covers a lot of ground.
as far as you do.
I don't know. That was just my thought process behind it.
Oh no, my thought process is watching that roll result of 24.
I'm assuming that that hits unless your defense has jumped to 24.2.
Yeah.
Okay. Make me a strength check with a Bane. Though, I will say, this is activating your masochism, which means you would make the... So cancel out the Bane.
Ooh.
Okay. So basically, it almost knocks you directly off your feet as it just whips around this giant brute and smashes you directly in the chest. And you are like flying backwards when that surge of energy just flows through your entire body. You tense up, slam your feet down, and manage to stay standing, looking at this huge hulking brute of a pig.
That's
You
hot.
take 8 points of damage.
I was about to say the exact same thing.
Damn it! He stole
Good.
the phrase. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Alistair, Miguel, and Delilah are the next ones to act.
Okay.
Who would like to go first?
I'm gonna go first just so I can impose a bane on Chunky McTubblard.
Okay.
I'm going
Do better than I
to
did.
toss out a thing of killing touch and take yet another point of damage. 'Cause it's my... Actually, no, fuck that. I'm using, because you said I had, like, what, 1 or 2 castings left in the sensor?
You used most of it the first time, but yeah. You could probably get one more. However, keep in mind that the last time you used the sensor, you permanently changed everyone around you.
Hey, Lalita, do you want to be permanently changed?
No.
Well, I mean, good thing we're not a democracy. And yeah, I'm going to use Spectral Grasp. It's a level 0 spell. It is the last offensive spell I actually have at my disposal, but it hits within medium range. And I'm praying. It's the spectral flick off.
Okay.
Yeah, aiming that at the Twirly Ogre Trogla
Gigantor, yes.
Timon.
So
1, huh?
let's just press X to doubt.
I mean, it's against its agility, not its defense.
I didn't say it missed. I said 1, huh?
Oh yeah, not great damage. Are we allowed to pull a card? Let's pull a card. This has never gone poorly for us, right, guys? Is everyone else okay with pulling a tarot card?
Okay, so I don't think anyone's explained this to poor Lalita yet. So, Lalita, tarot cards.
I was about to say, I'll pull the damn card.
I'll pull a card.
Here's how it goes. I have a tarot deck with me that I got for Christmas. And what we do with this is, Up to three times an adventure, y'all can choose to pull a card. There is a 1 in 4 chance it will be inverted. And other than that, the scene will alter itself somehow based on what makes sense based on the tarot card and its the tarot card's meaning. If you can hear a flicking sound, that would be me shuffling the deck, because we had used it before, so I have to make sure it's nice and shuffled. But yes, any one of you can do it at any time, and unlike with karma, no one else needs to agree with you. You can just do it.
We still prefer. We agree with it. That's why I
Yeah, pull a
asked.
card.
But as the men said, too bad it's not a democracy.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
Did
hell, I'll
you
pull the
say
card. I don't give a damn.
democracy?
Democracy.
maybe I didn't, but
but
perhaps I could.
But the sensor is still an implement now, but it's now exhausted. No more yellow, creepy jester dust. Joker dust? Fool. It was the fool. It was
dust,
full
yes.
dust.
But before I go flicking this card, who is pulling a card, and are multiple people pulling a card?
Hey, how suicidal are we feeling?
Have no idea. I thought it was just a joke.
Oh,
Oh, no.
So,
Let's
um,
totally have 3 of us pull a card.
Okay,
But
so apparently
just
we're
gonna
going
say-
big.
I'm just gonna say, keep in mind, this is not the big fight.
Wait, what?
This is a random encounter. You're not at the big fight of this yet.
Okay, you know what? We're pulling a single card. When we find the big fight, we can pull 2. Wait, this is a random encounter?
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
random
this is the one that, like he said, is a really small chance that we got, but it would fuck us up.
I thought he just meant there was a small chance it was going out of our way to do this stupid thing, which is why I was like, it's gonna be us breaking into, like, the farmer's little, like, shack.
No. So, in interest of time, how many cards are we pulling?
1, unless anyone disagrees.
Just
No.
one.
Well, here's the question.
I'm
Just
fine.
one.
Who's the one pulling the card? Because you're the one who gets to roll the d4.
I'll pull it.
Okay, Miguel.
Have a
I mean, I was
cry.
gonna-
I'm going to continue shuffling until you tell me to stop.
Stop.
Stopping it is. Okay.
Roll
The
that
card
D4,
is-
baby.
The cold card is lifted. Roll me a d4. Okay, so it's face up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, wait a sec. No, I don't believe that is the. Or is it? Yeah. 0 is the full. Okay. So yes, number 5 is the Hierophant. Okay. Spiritual wisdom, religious beliefs, conformity, tradition, and institutions. That applies to this greatly. Okay. So since Miguel's the one pulling. Okay, so you're gonna have a moment of clarity in that case. Okay. Miguel. Several
Yes.
things strike you at once, and only one of them actually applies to this situation. First, these Fomor that you've killed. You found skins, you found this chopped up guy here, you found these things all over the place. You know what you haven't found anything of?
Pigs.
Pigs. So, there's not bones of pigs, you'd recognize them. There's not skin of pigs. There's literally nothing of pigs in this entire camp.
Yep.
2, that thing is enormous. If it gets close to you, it can probably hit more than you at once, and it smells so bad that you're pretty sure you are going to throw up.
Thank you, Tarot card, for revealing what I already knew.
I don't know what to say. None of that applies to what he was trying to do, so there you go. A little bit of meta information for you.
Yep.
Who wants to pull another card? I'm kidding. Okay. So, and Arla, you
Let's just keep pulling cards until death pops up and TPK.
you only get 3 cards.
Also, death wasn't the TPK.
Yeah, that was
Tower
the
was
tower.
the TPK.
That was the tower.
Wasn't it an
Okay.
upside down tower?
Yes.
No. Upside down tower would be good.
Oh, that's right.
It was upside down devil that was interesting, but
It was interesting. It did not amount to much in the end before horrible death happened.
okay. So Arlie,
Yep.
Your spectral grasp reaches out and grabs a hold of this thing's head, and its entire body ripples as the dust kind of pours over it. Its muscles actually seem to shrink down, but it lunges forward very slightly. It seems to be a little less bulky, but a little quicker. In addition, it stares your way, and the spectral grasp, the hand holding its head, actually rips through its head like paper mache and leaves like this gaping hole that slowly starts to fill in as its bloated head bloats even further and fills up like a real-time pimple, inflating until there are not one and not two, but 3 heads bursting off of its shoulders and just looming around, swaying, looking mighty uncomfortable.
Okay, I might have done it bad.
Why do you always do things that make my life more miserable?
Okay.
In addition,
I think that's our job.
it is no longer focusing its attention on. Oh, well, now it is again. I was going to say it stopped focusing its attention on the other two and is now focused on you. But that is no longer the case.
No, I still had my move action. That we came from that direction. I think a tactical retreat in that direction is a good idea.
We still, however, have Miguel and Delilah.
Yep. Speaking of, I'm going to try to hastily shoot this thing in the face and run.
I mean, which face? It now has 3.
It does. I will aim for any one of the 3, really.
All right. Well, for now, you have 3 boons or 3 banes on this.
So 2 banes.
Yes.
Good luck.
I believe in you.
I believe.
Oh, no.
okay.
I believe. No. Ooh.
Do you believe in nothing when
Yes.
it feels so hard?
Okay, so that's a 0, but there's no way you can hit your allies with that. So what would that be? This thing is not agile enough.
By the way, I'm literally mentally picturing where, you know, it's the thing where someone goes to fire an arrow and then the arrow hangs in place, but the bow flies off behind them.
Okay. Actually, you know what? Okay. Do you want equipment mishap or do you want potential danger?
Thunder, thunder, thunder!
We will go with equipment mishap, I guess.
Okay. It'll either be the bow or the arrow. Bow is 1, arrow is 2. Arrow. Okay. So your hands are shaking like so badly that you can hardly see straight as you look at this thing. And as you go to aim, it accidentally turns out that as you go to pull your arrow back and fire, the arrow accidentally gets lodged in the front of the bow as you pull it back too far. The string snaps forward and the arrow shoots back into your face. The back of the arrow, obviously. Causing you 1 point of damage.
That's not how you shoot.
And running.
I love how
Which
we're
is
all
probably-
just fleeing.
Which is probably good because the alternative would have been it roars, holds onto the chain that the boar is attached to, and swings the boar at you.
Yep. That
Wow.
would be bad.
That's
It's empty.
metal. That's metal as fuck. To be fair.
It
That's
is.
never embodied the whole yeet thing.
Okay.
I just that's it's too beautiful. I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Lovarino.
Yes.
I
love a good
think you're the only person left, but I could be wrong. Unless
You're the only
Frank.
person of the party left.
Yeah.
Timon's still here.
Sounds ominous as hell.
Timon!
Yeah. I believe in you.
Believe in eating.
Can I disengage and make a run for it?
Yep. And I believe disengage, you can actually move 3 spaces as opposed to just 1 like in D&D.
Huh.
Frank, I'm really sorry for what's probably about to happen to you.
I mean, he's besides a tied up hostage.
And you can also still move the 5 extra squares as your movement action.
I'm gonna be with my allies.
All right. Okay, so the only one left is the 3-headed, stinking, angry, pissed off giant.
Yup.
And the only ally within range is Frank.
Not true. We're technically not enemies with the chained down person.
That,
Hit or miss.
that doesn't make them an
Guess
ally.
they never miss
Actually, no,
one.
no. There is actually one other within range, and that is Lalita. Lalita
dear.
also shot at it, and Frank did not. So, I'm gonna roll a d5.
To be fair, I didn't really hit. So
You didn't,
there's that.
no, but you did distract it.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
let's
I'm
see if it
saving you,
wants.
Frank. I'm
Let's see if it.
saving
Let's see if it
Lalita-
wants chained down steak. Lalita, who is goat, or
Lolita's 1 to 3. Actually, no, there's 2 enemies over there, so okay. Lolita's 1 to 2. Frank and the other are 3 to 5. Okay. Frank, you're not being attacked. Congratulations.
Dang.
Lalita, lack of congratulations.
yeah.
Oh, I guess it'll move here.
Go limp.
There.
Go limp.
I still have that headcanon of her just like waving that Linda flag and then just getting sideswiped with
Linda,
a flipping
Linda.
door.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing it. You're still like flicking it off even as it like goes up. It's just like looming in front. And just your head's lifting up to stare at it, but the fingers are just sort of staying level.
Okay, so as this thing comes within 3 yards of you, your nostrils are hit with some of the worst smells that you can actually imagine. Like, feces is one thing. Imagine a diarrhea blender with things I won't even go into because it is just that vial injected directly into your nostrils. And that's about this. Maybe a little worse. It is repugnant. You need to make me a will check, please.
Oh dear.
It is not against anything frightening or horrifying, though, so I'm not going to apply skittish.
Okay, so I just do.
Yep, just with a bane.
Oh dear.
Sasha's
Okay.
not always an evil.
Not
DM.
awful.
Yep, nope. Not awful.
As long as you pass 10, you're fine.
Yeah, so just... Okay, so -2. So that is exactly 10. You have a will of
Ooh.
-1, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
okay,
do.
So that is just barely a pass. Okay, so you are, for a moment, on the verge of throwing up. But you manage to hold your stomach in just long enough for this thing to try and bash it out of you.
Do I keep up the middle finger?
Barely.
Dope.
But
That's all I
yes.
need to know.
Oh, and Sasha, it has a bane on its attack rolls right now.
That it does. That it does.
Thank you.
Oh, so flick it
That's
off is
why I
like
did
flip it off?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, if she's gonna be sideswiped with by a giant boar, she's gonna be sassy about it.
I mean, this is getting sideswiped by a giant.
Okay.
Wow.
So you basically not only do you manage to hold your lunch in, but as the thing goes with its giant hammer to try and turn you into a fine little paste, you also manage to dance around that with your fawn flightiness, and probably a good thing because the gash it leaves on the ground is about half as big as you are.
The middle finger is up.
It's up and it hates you. Okay.
This
and,
whole time I thought flick it off was some kind of dance move.
flick it off, flick it off.
I like to imagine that it is.
Exactly.
Like,
You're reading my
for her,
mind.
she just twirls
Relax.
around and does it.
Well, that works. Combines the best of both worlds.
So, it is round 3.
I'm
Who's
near
taking what kind
Miguel,
of action?
right?
You're literally standing beside him.
Okay.
No.
Just thinking here.
Retreat, gentlemen and ladies,
How are you, gentlemen?
whatever the hell you identify as.
I'm pretty fine with that. As a plan. Slow action.
Alright, we got slow action. Yeah, slow action. Yeah, sweet.
Slow action.
We got slow action.
Slow action.
Slow action. Oh yeah. Slow
Don't know what
action.
that
From...
means.
I don't either, but I could come up with something. All right, Alistair, you got slow.
I can't recall if you
To
can
go ahead
read
and like run away
dark
from this
speech.
thing, that would be. I'd have to take a slow action to avoid.
Yeah, if you were going to take a fast, like you could take a fast action and move 3 square, like half your speed away from it. And that would be disengaging, so it wouldn't be able to get a trigger attack, but that'd be your only move is moving 3 squares. Or you can take a slow action and then disengage and then move your full speed.
Okay.
Let me think one thing. Yeah, because your quick step will still procs. What the frig is it called?
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Right, so we got Lalita, you're going slow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't want to be here anymore. I'm sorry, Frank. I distracted it for you, but...
Alistair's going slow. Lalita's going slow. Frank?
I guess I'll go slow as well.
Okie dokie.
We
Miguel?
we just running?
Slow action.
And Delilah.
We just...
We're
Slow.
just trying to run.
Alrighty. Okay. Now that, on the other hand, does create a potential opportunity, but also a potential very bad thing. Because both of these things are going fast.
Yep, had a hunch there.
Okay. So we have 1, 2.
No, I don't think it's happy with me, is it?
No, it's not. It's also not that thrilled with. The boar specifically is not that thrilled with Frank, who managed to get away from it. But it can't actually move that far because it's a chain. Oh wait.
I mean, it technically
Wait.
can if it wins a strength check.
No, that would still interrupt its action. Its action specifically requires that it cannot be stopped in any way, or if it does, the action doesn't work. But that's fine. Okay, so yes, actually no, it can't. Okay.
I mean,
So-
it can get the chain down guy, I think.
Lucky bastard.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, they can move up. Okay. So with a squeal and a roar, it comes charging directly for. Yeah, that would be Frank. Frank's still the biggest threat to it.
I believe in you, Frank.
I believe.
I believe in you. I believe.
Waving the little flag.
I believe in Linda.
Me too.
Okay. All right.
Jesus.
I mean, good thing you're at mostly full.
That's the strength check again.
Yes, it sure is. 9 points of damage.
Jeez. And was that a bane on strength or
1 bane, yes.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, so Frank, this thing blindsides you, making that screeching sound of bits, and you are blown directly onto your back. Now, one of the heads of the giant thing looks over that way and makes a and it seems to almost lose interest in Lalita for a second. Checking a thing. Lalita, do you want to be 1 or 2?
3 times that slurping
always
tongue
even.
action.
Sorry? Sorry, I
I
couldn't hear
always
you.
prefer even numbers.
Even? Okay, gotcha. Okay, never mind. So it looks like just for a second it's going to change its mind and go after them instead. And then you're closer.
I mean, to be fair, I kind of prefer to take the hit this time. Frank sounds like he's
It
in
was a
trouble.
fast action. I don't think it could have actually reached Frank this turn.
Not with a fast action, no, but
It would have
there's
been able to walk over.
There are reasons I checked. Good. Not pulse. That's good. Okay.
It doesn't have the Bane anymore, unfortunately.
Okay, so that would be Runaway Train. Okay. So Alright, make me a strength check with a Bane, please.
I mean, I'm almost there.
Gotta
I guess
roll
I'll make
a
that
character,
decision.
guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Shadows of the Demon Lord.
God fucking damn it.
Okay.
That ain't
They
making
rolled
it.
low.
No.
You take 8 points of damage.
Good
And
thing
you are
you're one of
blown
our
directly
tankier
off.
people.
Yeah, that is a good thing. And you are blown directly off your feet.
That's great.
So the thing, just lets loose 3 horrifying snarls at this point, blasts you off your feet and down onto the ground, and stands over you with a great grin and glee in its eyes.
Yo, Miguel, he can't read Dutch speech,
I
right?
don't like how,
Nope.
I don't like the sexual tension right now.
Believe me, sexual tension is absolutely not what this is, and you don't want to know the alternative.
Oh,
I
God.
don't.
I hear pages turning.
I'm trying to figure out what my
I may
options
be that
are.
kinky, but she ain't.
Well, on the upside, they've both taken their actions, and there's only 2 of them, so now all of you get to act. Who'd like to act first?
I would like to take a free action to flick it off.
Okay.
Hey,
You're in an amazing amount of pain, and your head's kind of swimming, but you can manage to
And?
flick off in its general direction.
Delilah,
Cool.
Can you take control of it again? I need to do something, but I need to know you can,
Yeah, I can.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking hustle up to, this is within close range. I'm going to curse this thing, or I'm going to try.
Ah, I see. You're going to use one of your big guns?
I mean, it's a sort of big gun. It's one of the scrolls, but it on itself does not do anything.
Suffice to say, oh, actually, no. There. I'm going to go with the Hierophant for this one, too. Alistair.
Hmm?
This thing now has 3 heads, and they seem to be operating independently, as they're making their own decisions and then coming to different conclusions. You may need to be careful considering anything that alters mental effects.
So, pain, this specific curse, doesn't do anything even on its own, unless they take damage. So, what it does is it curses the entire creature to take more damage. So, I'm not actually sure if that would count as a normal mental effect. It's not Bewitch.
That's
Oh, but Bewitch might not work necessarily as intended. Do you have any attack spells, Delilah?
1.
Which?
Shadow Dart.
Do you still have a casting of it?
Let me check. Nope, I do not.
Okay, alternatively, I can try and teleport this thing, but, that's a lot of luck involved there, and I'm gonna need you to use a triggered action to, give me boons. And pray. And then just pray. Because we're aiming for a 20 deliberately, and that's fucking dumb. Do we have anything else that might improve that? No? Okay. Yeah, whatever. Fine. Are you willing to give me your dark prayer?
Yes.
Okay, goody. So roll 1d20.
Can someone use a health action? Or does that not work with magic?
You could, I think. Give me a second. No, because it's an attack check against its specific stat. No, so, because I was going to think about painting it first, because it means it takes 1d6 from every additional damage and dazes it. Actually, wait, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do that, and if you guys attack it, you can daze it. So...
Actually, it does say, next attack roll or challenge roll for help.
Oh, okay.
Anyone can
I mean,
help you, though.
is it a triggered action or an action? Is it a triggered action or an action? If it's an action, don't use it. Okay, yeah. I'm using pain first, Sasha, and pray. Fingers crossed. Okay. So we got the first good thing. Whenever you hit this thing now, it gets dazed. That is, so it is, Alistair pulls out this fucking scroll that I think at least Miguel would recognize as the very evil fucking scroll, and just proceeds to quickly read out something in that horrible fucking language that just blights the air and like grates against your ears, and just extends his hand out towards the Etten. I guess it's an Etten now.
It sort of, yeah, at this point.
The troll Etten. Yeah, and it just goes like, might wanna deal with that now. Please. I don't want to be here. But yeah, oh, Saley, if you guys hit it, whenever it takes damage for the next minute, it takes 1d6 extra and it gets dazed. Which dazed is a pretty good fucking status effect.
Well, I don't like how close it is.
Here's the thing. If you use dazed, if you attack it right now and hit it, it cannot use actions. Basically, we circle beat it for the next minute. Oh, I mean, the mental effect thing might...
Action.
Go ahead.
Just don't stand adjacent or anything. Like, actually, wait, can I stick myself here? It's still within 5.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you have any ranged abilities or something, Delilah, that's useful.
No, I don't.
Are we in a shaded area, Sasha, or a dark area?
You're in, like, the middle of a clearing.
So no.
Where the tent was, where the camp was.
And it's not dark outside right now, so your shadow blade is useless.
It's 5:45 roughly.
Okay,
you got,
yeah.
like an hour and a bit beforehand.
I leave it to you two guys, folks. I mean, actually, technically, we can at least fuck with its brain, because if it gets hit by Miguel, by Delilah, and by Lalita, it'll have 3 afflictions of days, so maybe that'll take out all of its heads.
It very well might. It very well might.
Yeah, so, did you just hear Alistair panically go, beat the hell out of it now?
Lalita just kind of from the ground. She gives a thumbs up and it's just like, okay.
Okay. So Delilah quickly runs in. Now, Delilah, here's the problem. You come within 3 yards of this thing. Now, here is a question. Do you have anything that would make you resistant to bad smells?
Yes, actually, I cannot see it.
Perfect. So you come in close, and this horrible smell does absolutely nothing because you don't fucking smell it. However, no. You know what?
Wait, what? Are you do you have no sense of smell, or are you just like...
I have no sense of smell, taste, or touch.
That's fucking weird.
Okay.
I mean, I guess the masochism makes sense now.
Yeah, you make me feel something.
Oh my god. Okay, so you don't. So you have no need to worry about the other effect whatsoever. You smell nothing. However,
Snake,
that does
make me feel alive again.
But regardless, you go to make a swing at the thing, and as your blade comes close, it sort of moves its arm to the side and almost bashes you like right off your feet. But again, you're pretty stable, so you stumble back slightly and manage to stay upright. However, your attack does miss.
Lovey-dovey ding-dong. I suggest moving north and left one if it's within your movement range. You stay within, like, it doesn't attack of opportunity you, but it puts a space between you and someone else. You do not want to be standing.
I've already made my move action.
Well, rest in peace, you. Lalita, I'd suggest
Sorry,
sidestepping. It can hit multiple people in one attack.
Lalita is prone.
Yeah, they can get up though, and they can also
dead.
sidestep.
So, I'm just a dead fish, right?
But yes, you could stand up first and then sidestep.
Yeah, because you like can move as long as you take an action. You can move, as I recall. So like, you're fine.
I mean, I was gonna, you know, do the thing where like I get up and then like just step out of the way and
Yeah, you also took a slow
I
action,
was-
so you can just.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
why I'm
I
like,
was told
you're
to
fine.
shoot, so I will.
Yeah, we just need to not
the plan.
stand adjacent to each other.
Okay, so you are gonna shift to the side and then try and fire. I assume you're not
Mhm.
trying to shift actually away from it too far, or it will get an attack a tough opportunity.
Yeah, no, I don't want that again. That hurt.
Yeah, Chungus here hits like a brick house. Shit house. Okay, so I'll move you here. And there is a. I forget. Do you have something that prevents you from getting a Bane for firing in close?
I believe that's like a thing for my profession. I believe we
Yeah,
covered that last time.
Yeah, this sounds familiar, so just don't worry about it.
I think it's that
Okay.
because they can like just use the quick step to just sort of like pop back a second to shoot someone.
Oh, you're right. That was it. Yeah, you can't really use that this time because if you step back, he will hit you. Well, he'll try. He might miss.
I mean, I don't want to like step back, but I
Just kind of like.
thing that we went over for
Yeah.
that specifically. Anyway,
Well, basically, your choices are you can either step back, then removing the penalty for firing in close, but if you do, you'll trigger the attack of opportunity and he might hit you and possibly Delilah. However, if you move to the side in a different direction, you won't trigger any attack of opportunity because you'll still be right next to him, and thus you'll still have the Bane to attack.
But you also have a boon at all times when attacking. I mean, you could also use your sword because I think you have a sword, and you also have
have a
proficiency with
spear.
it. Oh, you have a spear. I think you have a proficiency with it
Spear.
too. Spear.
You can also just try to stab him with a spear.
I
Spear.
could just try to stab with the spear.
Okay. So shift to the side and whip, and I pull out my spear.
Whip it out.
Get some big spear energy up in here.
Yeah.
Now, it is switching a weapon, but you can negate the Bane with that if you're just dropping your bow for now.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, so the bow's gonna lay on the ground, and you just kind of drop that, pull out the spear, shift to the side, and you may stab away at Grand Chungus here.
Okay. Do I do the same thing?
Yeah, you have normal.
Same bullshit.
Yeah.
All the same bonuses.
Do I
1d20,
still have
1d6.
the boon?
Yeah, yeah, you have your boon this time.
Okay.
Very tasty.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still. I have no idea what.
You're at 11 right now. Is there agility
Can't
3
do
or
for
4?
shit, but don't
it's
worry about
3.
it.
Okay. Get a good boon.
Okay, so you pop back up, you drop the bow, shift to the side, and bring out the spear. And as you lunge, it kind of does the same thing it did to your arrow and squelches its fat together, catching your spear inside, where it just sort of, you can feel it probably starts to grate against the side of the flesh, but it doesn't really get in there. And the thing, well, one of its faces leers down at you, and its mouth starts to open.
Okay.
All right, so
Miserably
two-
fired.
but
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't choose this life. It charged me. Okay.
But quickly before you fire, I need to check something very important. Okay, so Lalita goes, dingleberries. And the head that's right next to her kind of closes its mouth and goes, oh.
What?
I don't know what that means,
Hmm?
I think
but I would
it's
like to
intelligent.
take a free action to flick it off.
Fair enough. All right, and now, Miguel, you said you were shooting a bitch.
Nope.
No.
Good point. No, you're not. Okay. Well then.
I'm taking a fast action
Yeah,
next turn.
my luck is about normal.
Yup.
Yeah, fair. That's fair. That's fair. Fudanku. I don't believe you acted yet.
Yeah, I guess honestly it wouldn't help this guy to free him since he doesn't have legs. So I guess I'll need to kill the pig first.
I mean, he has legs, they're just not very good.
There's not much left left.
They're just like kind of not completely there.
He's not all there.
They leave a lot to be
That's-
desired.
That's what I understood about his condition. Is just he's not a whole man right now.
Okay, so Frank, I'll assume your first action is to stand up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
And the second?
For the second, I guess this I got 10 HP left, so I guess I'll risk it and not do a defensive attack.
Okay.
Just trying to stab the face or whatever.
Stab a bitch in the face. Sounds good. Aww.
Oh no, that doesn't
Oh,
sound
no.
good.
Nope. Basically, you quickly step to the side and lunge in, and your blade goes looks like it's about to impale it straight through the side. When you hear a as it scrapes off the side of the thing's armor, like the shattered shields that are like tied to it, basically, and just slides off at the perfect angle to make a very loud noise, but just barely avoid killing it. Like you miss by the slightest fraction.
Does the armor scratching kind of
Slightest
sound
fraction.
like what dark speech sounds like?
No, it's more like if somebody didn't put their nails on a chalkboard, but instead took like a rake across a chalkboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
pleasant sound.
No, I'll pass.
Hard pass fail. Okay, so we got a fast action from Alistair.
Oof.
Fast.
I am still dangerously close to this thing. I don't want to be. But, oh well, all in fast.
All right.
It's poker time, guys.
Poker, I hardly know her. I made the joke everyone makes. Okay, Miguel, how about you? Miguel is considering his options.
Miguel, what slow or fast?
Oh, slow.
Okay.
And Delilah, how about you?
Fast.
Fuff.
Barf.
I just heard fuck. That's what I heard. I was like,
Free
oh,
meat
dude.
from Fuff.
Okay.
Fast.
I'm gonna try and blast this thing for a ton of damage, and it might teleport it. So I leave it up to you if you want
Everyone
to.
wave the white Linda flag.
If you want to attack first and gamble on me pulling this off or not.
Alright, so Alistair, you said you're going first?
Unless Delilah wants to try and budge him in a different way.
Alright,
I'm
Delilah,
gonna-
do you want to go first?
No.
Okay, in
Alright,
which case,
Alistair, you're first.
I'm requesting a, oh, what is this? Oh, I have to roll a d6 with this spell because I'm using Capricious Devastation. So I rolled it. It's just
is
part
that
of
the-
it. This is the dumb one, the random chaos magic.
This is the other spell. Okay, got it.
This
You
is
apply
the
an
other
odd
dumb
number
one.
as a penalty to the attack roll and an even number as a bonus to the roll. On a success, the target takes 2d6 damage plus 2d6 extra damage if you had a penalty on the attack roll from the spell. So I have a penalty of 1, which means it's going to do 4d6 if it hits. 5d6 because it's under the influence of pain. Delilah, I'm going to be requesting for that triggered action. Please
Sure,
give.
take it.
Okie dokie.
And this is a will roll, thankfully. So, Okay, what is that? Ooh. Can I burn a fortune?
What does that mean?
Burning a
Basically,
fortune.
You have a set number of uses of karma or fortune throughout each adventure. If you use one, you're not getting it back, of course, well, except in special circumstances. But it means that you can automatically turn a failure into a basic success, or basically it's when heroes get lucky and thus survive situations. It's basically your do that.
Yeah. So right now it would mean instead of this missing and wasting a scroll, we get 5d6 damage on this big boy.
I mean,
There has been so far-
That's great. I just want to know what the
There's
actual,
been
like,
so far
function-
no damage against this guy whatsoever. So I mean.
Because we've all been rolling like garbage.
Hey.
Oh no, that's all of
I'm
us.
trying-
Wait, no, that's not true. I did a single point of damage to him, and mutated him, and
You did a
reduced his
single point of
strength.
damage.
I reduced his strength, so he did lose health from that too.
However, you did increase his agility,
Yeah,
and you changed him in other ways too.
yeah.
But
Don't
you did
remind
reduce
me.
his strength, which is
Which is
good.
unfortunate.
Okay, so there, I will say I don't I don't ever tell the players how many karma you have or how many fortune you have. I will say there has been one used so far, and are you using a second? Well,
does anyone object to using a second to feed him a ton of damage?
That's fine.
Go ahead.
Why not? I said all in, baby.
Okay, so he just took 20.
Okie dokie.
So I just like picturing it too, because this is like the chaos spell. It's Alistair reads it off, points at him, and the bolt like flies off in the other direction, exits the skyline. He's just like, before just rocketing back and plowing the middle head.
Alright, so it slams into the back of the middle head, literally hitting it so hard, it flies forward and smashes the head into his own chest, which leaves a really nasty bruise on the front of his head. This guy has a hard chest. And that head just kind of goes, whoa, and starts drooling.
Yeah, it's now dazed.
Dope.
The other two heads, on the other hand, of course, are,
Fine.
looking angry at you.
Yeah.
But one of the heads is dazed.
If you other guys can... Who took fast actions at everyone?
Just me, I think.
And no, everyone except...
No, I took a fast action.
Everyone except Miguel, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to go next to Lalita and try and hit it, if you can effectively, poke a boyo in the face, you might be able to stop another of the heads, and if we can stop all his heads, he'll have no attacks. We just have to do it every turn until he dies.
Yeah.
Praying.
Okay, well, I'll try. Given my rolls, this ain't about to. This might not be good, but
I mean, it's fine.
We're trying, boys.
We're trying.
We're trying.
We are trying.
So I'll pull out my spear.
And remember, you do an extra d6 of damage right now. If you do hit.
That is a hit.
Sweet.
Okay. So
2d6 plus 1. Oh wait, no, wait. What's spear damage? Is it
I believe
1d6
spear is
plus-
just 1d6.
At
At least that's what it says on the sheet.
Yeah, it's 1d6, so it's 2d6 damage.
3. Shit damage, but I finally fucking hit something. So
Hey, you know what? It's okay damage, and it stunned it.
Okay, so basically...
I mean, I'll just take the fact that I fucking hit it.
I mean, honestly, just hitting it's good, but also dazed mean it doesn't get an action.
So basically, its head goes from looking at you going, oh, to you stab it in the nose, and it goes, oh, and its
I'd like
head
to flick it off again.
kind of flops down. You can do so. However, it doesn't seem like the head in the that's facing you or the middle head can actually see you. The last head is still up. But-
Okay, so here's my suggestion. Currently, if you want to bewitch it to make it, like, pull away from you, Delilah, that'd activate an attack of opportunity from Lalita, but also get it away if you wanted. Alternatively, you can just attack it and pray to God that you can hit it. I mean, it depends
I
on
guess
what you
before,
think.
if you're gonna bewitch it, I guess I should probably attack the boar first.
Oh yeah, good point. Because you might get a
Uh,
second one against it.
That would be my last use of bridge.
I mean, we're leaving the forest
Goodbye,
after
Frank.
this. We're super fucked.
You're leaving, you hope.
We're leaving, we hope. I have no spells, like, whatsoever.
Okay,
I blew
fine,
out
I'll
all
use
my...
it.
No, Frank is acting first. You are hitting.
Yay! Is the boar alive still?
So, Frank, you basically lean down, bring that blade up again, and this time you're very mindful of those fucking bites of shield plates. And your blade kind of cuts across its front and leaves a glowing line. It does not explode, however. You do not get to Fist of the North Star at this time. It rears back, glowers your way, eyes burning with hatred and hunger.
Uh-oh.
He's like, "For Linda, bitch."
Take that, piggy.
I imagine it's a little more questioning when he's like, it didn't explode. For Linda?
Let's see. That is Alistair, Lalita, Frank, Delilah. How about you? What you doing?
I bewitch it.
Aim at the
Alright.
active head.
She doesn't need to in this case. There's literally only one head it can target. So
Okay.
go ahead.
Lalita's gonna have a lot of questions about who this Linda is.
That's a success.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so where do I want to move it?
As far away as possible.
Okay. Take it as far away as possible.
Alrighty. I believe that is this direction. 1, 2. Lalita, would you like to try and stab it as it runs away?
Do it, do it.
I believe in you.
Pokey pokey.
Roll the pokey.
The hokey pokey?
Go, Delilah!
What?
No, Lolita.
Lalita, stab it.
No, it's okay. She's really confused right now. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, Lolita, do you want to stab it as it leaves or no?
Stab.
Stab away. That's a hit.
Stab.
2d6 damage.
Yeah.
It's just 2d6, but alright.
Oh, okay.
Boop, boop. Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5.
She's very happy that she's finally hitting now. Everything is working.
So
Everything
basically-
is good.
Everything is awesome and cool when you're part of a team. I still need to see that movie someday. In any case, so the only head that's currently up stares straight forward and it starts walking away like a zombie. And then you kind of reach out and stab it, and that head goes, "Ugh," and it drops down. And all three heads are just kind of flopping around like limp fish as the legs just go.
Everything is awesome.
Oh, one sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just
Oh,
close enough.
it didn't pull the boar.
Nope.
Well, that was lucky.
And what?
Okay.
And that's okay. So I'm gonna assume that the dazed one doesn't get to go first. So the boar.
Hey.
Yeah, the dazed one doesn't actually get actions.
It doesn't get an action. Does get to move, however.
True.
Otherwise, as soon as it was dazed, I would have had it stop moving. It's
Good.
speed,
Yeah, I know.
because,
Good point. That's
I
hilarious.
continue
though.
to run backwards and shoot it in the face.
You took a slow action.
Oh, I thought it was all slow. Or I thought this was
No,
all
this
slow.
guy took a fast action because he was point blank with people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, pig boy, huh? Oh shit! Yeah. I can't use its special. It can't use its special move, so it just uses a basic attack. And you have defensive 15, was it?
14.
You were lucky.
Wait, it shows 13.
Yeah.
I have shield and armor.
Oh yeah, you got the upgrade from the stuff.
Yuppers.
Yeah, actually, the sheet still shows 12.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to update
Well,
that at some
I
point.
didn't want to like add it
Nah,
during
nah.
my agility.
It's all
Since
good.
guidance.
I'll trust you. Okay, so yeah, so you basically are missed by a hair, as this thing like almost shreds your shirt with the tusks coming right for your chin, and then the ogre takes the only action it can and just sort of keeps walking in a daze. 1,
Because it's dumb.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey Frank, use your triggered action. Try to kill a boar.
Isn't that only if they willingly walk away?
Nope.
Oh, well, yeah, I'd use my trigger action to
Fuck
try
up
to
a
make
bitch.
some shish kebab pork.
Some bacon.
Shish kebab. Now, here's the thing. I will say Hierophant is still in effect because, hell, you might as well get some use out of it. So, Frank, currently the ogre seems to have lost interest. This is too much of a pain, and it's just, fuck it, it's leaving. Its pig, on the other hand, appears to be fairly close to death, so you probably can kill it. If you kill its pet, however, it is very likely to suddenly regain interest in the fight.
I guess I won't. What do you guys think?
I mean,
It's up to
how
you.
weak does the ogre... What is
You
it?
have
Eden? Troll? Ogre?
You don't know?
God damn it, I'm gonna take an action to figure that out. If it's not a giant, because giants are actually giant. It's not a golem.
No, for now, it doesn't matter, though.
I want to you have the proper term. It's not an orc, because orcs aren't that big.
Yeah, Delilah's an orc.
I
It's
mean,
like, I am a beefy Cambion. I'm not an orc.
wait, do Edens
Orc,
even
yes.
do Edens even exist in this setting? Did I just create Edens?
Edens do exist in the setting, yes.
Okay, I didn't create Edens.
Leave the other girl with horns alone.
I want to use one of my acts of the audience.
I'm relatively fine with it if we proceed to do a fighting retreat, because we have 2 people with arrows that can shoot it, and it's fucked for another minute.
I will say the Hierophant will grant you a bit of clarity into one thing, of course. Remember, I already said it does have one option for trying to hit you from range.
Oh, it's going to fucking use the boar lash.
I will just say yeet.
So here's the question, Frank. Can you kill it and sever it from the chain? By
Not
like...
a chance.
Wait, actually, there is a chance. What happens when Frank kills something?
Depends on how he does it.
If you kill it the right way, they turn
Sometimes,
to
yes.
dust.
They also fall in half or various things. When he over-crits things with super attacks, then they just turn to dust.
If you try
I
and...
just need to get a super
So,
hit.
here's the thing. Not even. If you also cut for its neck. Because it can't use a wrecking ball... Because the collar is around its neck, right, Sasha?
No.
Oh.
The chains are
Right.
Oh, it's
You're
around the
gonna have a
body?
stabbing weapon, not like a cutting weapon.
I mean, it's a magical stabbing weapon.
It's true. Just cut it with the blade.
So, the question is, do you want to try and kill its pet, or do you want to leave it to wander the woods with its pet intact?
I mean, we'll come
Okay, I have
across
another
it again.
question to kind of push our luck on questions here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you think if I like freed the guy, broke the stuff, made a bunch of noise, would that draw his attention as well?
Well, that depends. If you mean like right now, it looks like it's just trying to fuck off. It's like, you know what? Fuck all of you. I thought you'd be a good meal. Instead, you were paying my ass. I'm leaving. So right now, it looks like it wouldn't care what you did,
Oh, in that case, actually.
as long as you don't make it angry.
Okay.
Maybe we can just, if we come across it, we'd be like, yo, remember that beating we gave you?
I'm sure it will remember with its.
3 heads. Yeah, has 3 times the memory now.
It might indeed.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we don't get experience for kills. We get them for mission complete.
I was just like worried about if we came across this fucker again or left another enemy to stalk us. But then I was like, wait a second, it's a giant fucking Eden. It's not gonna stalk us into the city.
He just like pops up.
It just pops up
wearing,
in
like,
a bar.
big trench
No,
coat.
no. You're all sitting at the Casa de Vaeri, and you're just kind of chilling out and doing your own thing, and all of a sudden you just hear pizza delivery, pizza delivery, pizza delivery.
And it's just like a very suspicious looking box that's walking along the ground, carried by a chain, and there's a large dude in a like coat with a little emblem on it, and 3 large bowler hats that cover their face.
Literally
Just
on
like the
on
thundering
the face.
sound of swine upstairs for some reason.
See, I like that version, but I also like just we're sitting around chilling in the parlor, and suddenly he just bursts through the fucking wall like the Kool-Aid man. And instead of oh yeah, it's just, no, instead of oh yeah, it's just.
Except, of course, the one on the right-hand head would have to stop and look at Lalita and be like, "Oh."
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
While the others are. Anyways,
We
so,
actually
Frank,
might be able to communicate with it.
that it is your time to choose. Do you wish to stab its pet, or do you wish to let it wander away with its pet?
I let the pet go. I have more important things to do. I must free Nub Man.
Nub
enough.
man.
Nub man. Woohoo. Okay. Well, in that case, well, the boar is clearly angry and trying to get you, but at this point, the ogre's is like, "Oh."
I don't want any of this shit.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
It's not intelligent enough to what you said, so it doesn't get angry. Okay, well, these two are in slow retreat, just lumbering away. Well, okay, the pig is trying to kill you, but the pig can't. So,
We survived. I mean,
Miguel's like, come back here and...
also,
Oh.
I'll mention I'm
them.
super amazed
What the-
though that we survived. I mean, I burned both of the scrolls I got from the last area, but
That's what they're for.
yeah.
Come back here and get your ass beat, or so help me.
Come back here, get your ass
Not
beat.
quite that. What I'm stating is like I can still technically hit him because these aren't actually 5-foot squares we have determined.
Yeah, it's true. Like, they're two. You can shoot 50 feet, all 50 squares. You can still hit him.
Yep, I can
Do
hit
you-
him
do you-
for quite some time.
Do you want to wait until he's at like the 49 square mark and then shoot him?
Just shoot it. Just
possibly.
do. We can
Well-
both do like one last like couple shots, a couple rounds
But
of
yeah, I
shots
think
or
you
whatever,
guys
and
should
just say
wait.
fuck all.
We'll
You
wait a
guys should
little
at
bit.
least wait until we free the guy, and then like.
Oh, I
you
don't
get
give a
to
shit
move one
about that
square.
guy. I'm worried about this
no,
thing
no, no,
coming.
no,
through
no,
running
no.
into
We
this
agreed. We're doing a wine braise on that dude.
Oh well, I
He's
mean,
bait.
your other allies are still decently in range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I'm waiting a little bit for him to fuck off a bit and then just try to shoot him in the back of the
So
head.
wait, do I basically see him like continuing to aim? Because I'm just like, right, fuck this. Just gonna.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so they're... Now, here's the thing. Once they get far enough away, the pig does turn and stop trying to fight. However, keep in mind, this is the clearing. There is forest.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
while
this is
they're
your
moving,
last
I'm
chance to
breaking
shoot
the
him.
guy free.
Okay, so you're trying to sever the chains, and we'll assume you can do that. You know what you're doing with a sword arm.
Wow.
Sword arm online.
So yeah, basically this is your last chance to hit them. If you do successfully hit them, it will still daze them for like another 3 rounds.
It'll affect one hit, yes.
Yes.
And the days last for 1 round.
And the curse lasts a minute. So
Yes.
it'll last for like another 3 rounds of
Well,
you
here's-
doing extra
here's a
damage.
shot.
Oh god.
Though, keep in mind, it is still in view of you, and you still have 2 veins.
Oh, actually,
Yep.
Delilah, triggered action. Go boost our buddy.
Sure. Boosted.
Nope.
Okay.
Still under 10.
So it's your hands are still shaking. It's you just kind of shoot into a tree. The boar leaps up and like grabs it like a dog and breaks the arrow into pieces before it being dragged away.
That's adorable.
It is adorable.
Okay.
Everybody else. Oh, it's a giant fucking man-eating machine of death.
Yeah, it's cute.
Okay. Well, I will go. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
And it is gone.
That it is.
So yeah, let's head back. We have heads to give in to the farmer, even if this wasn't the right thing. You know what's the important part? It'll distract him for at least an evening, and we can recover ourselves and then stake out his place. But I think we're all in pretty piss poor shape and
Pretty
need...
pissed first.
I'm not. Aha!
Tulio.
Didn't you go like insane a little bit?
Tulio.
Doing
You
too
look
well.
you look like you could do with a stiff drink and maybe like puppies. Just petting
What I could
puppies
do,
for a while.
or I could do with, is not being anywhere near the things that you keep dragging me to.
I don't have puppies, but I have muffins.
Maybe when we're not in the clearing of death. Which, speaking
Maybe
of,
when
do
there's
you want to
lots of
lead
blood
us
drained
back?
out of
Places of death are the best place to eat muffins.
No, did you want to just lead us back the path out of this forest? That'd be awesome. Everyone,
Okay.
we're cool with that. Leaving the forest. Maybe going to town with all this money,
Yeah.
getting supplies, our wounds tended to, dropping off like impaled Fomor heads on pikes near Farmer what's his name's place.
Yeah, but I'm gonna pick up the guy first. I
Ham?
guess. Maybe I try to like reach out to him to let him be a little bit more comfortable.
No.
Okay.
So the chain's
Grab it.
still on him, right? You just cut the wood things. You can pull him by the chain.
Well, one thing to note is that this guy has passed out. Like when the boar came close and was like growling and snarling and all that was going on, he just fainted.
Okay, well I just put him over my shoulder in that case. Say,
Alright.
it's our lucky day, buddy.
I
It's
would
your
like
lucky
to
day.
bring out a basket of
Man,
muffins.
if we were the best people, what we'd do, I'm not saying this icily, but we would put a bunch of rope around the wine barrel, and then we'd stick him in it, and then we'd just have like braised hobo and wine that we could throw towards like the ogre if it popped up again.
Should
It
I
pops
talk
up.
about rope and
Oh,
That's
the
not
rope is
the-
so we can carry
that's
the
not
barrel
the
easily
path
with
that I
us.
thought you were gonna take when you said something about rope.
That's not the
Um,
path anyone
Same.
thought he was going to take. Wah, 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 wah.
Oh no, I thought he was gonna like truss him and then just like roast him.
No,
I thought we were still
no,
going with the bait idea.
no. That's what the
Oh,
wine is
completely
for. We
different
were
than
we were doing bait still, but we were doing bait by having a portable
we gotta
wine-soaked
marinate.
hobo. Yes.
I see.
Also, because then, like, you know, it might get the like trogloretin like drunk.
But yes,
Troglodyte.
she would like to offer him muffins.
Which
Don't ask
one?
where she puts this basket of muffins.
The,
by
I mean,
way.
the hobo is unconscious. So, I mean, if you're talking
Oh.
about the rest of us, I mean, I guess, but also please lead the way. We're in a hellhole.
Okay. And she skips off.
Okay. So
She
it
will
will
skip
say-
as she leads you guys out of the forest.
Aren't you mostly all right? I think you took like one bad hit. Yeah, you're only half dead. So yeah, you can skip.
She would skip it.
Like both my legs are broken. I will skip anyways. I don't give a shit. Okay.
Okay.
So.
And the bright side, we have a trail, so we now have a path and we know where it goes. So we can backtrack here. It was. I don't think this was the guy wearing the furs either. Maybe.
Lolita would know that,
Was it?
and no. I
Is
don't
it? Is he?
know. Is he truly?
I fucking
Yeah.
hope
Did they? Did it's like
no,
a?
he's
Did
not.
I just see a warg at a distance? Okay, so it's not. So there's still someone out in the woods who's surviving out there despite everything else.
not. Yeah, and somehow like he went this direction and didn't get eaten by these guys.
Yeah, or the ogre, troll, Eden, troglodyte. I'm just gonna keep going through all those names every time. It's not a bugbear. I know that.
It is a stanko.
Actually, wait, Sasha, can I just roll like an intellect now that we're not trying to die?
Oh, definitely. But from what I can tell, creature knowledge isn't really your forte.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm just like a raw intellect.
Then you might know some details, but overall you're.
I just want to know the right terminology.
Okay. Okay, so that would be.
It's an Etten, isn't it? It was just a prepubescent Etten, and all I did was cast a spell and
that is
cause it to come to maturity.
What is it? That.
As the sound of
Oh.
thundering swine comes from
That,
the forest.
that is what's known as a swine king. More than likely, it's actually the father of that boar. So it's only chained up
So
as
he
kind of like
just yeets his child at people as an attack?
you may want to look at what Alistair roll. Oh yeah, you can't see. Alistair rolled a natural 1.
Wait.
I mean, I got a 2 total, and that matters. Not getting a 0 is important.
Yeah. See,
Do
0
I
would
know
be.
anything about this?
You actually may have a chance. What are your
Dope. I don't know what to roll for that, but
what are your like professions? What do you know?
sorry, what?
They're like
What are
a
your
trapper, a hunter.
Trapper, hunter, and
I animal trainer, hunter, and singer. Those are my.
Yeah, you can make an intellect check in that case. And Alistair, yeah, that's a swine king. It's probably the father of that pig.
Wow.
Other than that, you're pretty sure you heard that title somewhere. You know, one
Can't
large
remember,
creature.
What's my bonus to?
Yeah,
intellect?
I mean, I guess I'll name, like, the small little porky thing Wilbur.
And your intellect bonus. Did you give out? Yes.
Does Alistair share to us his his knowledge?
Yes, obviously. I let you guys know that it's a swine king.
Ah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, so you get 7. Okay, you're not sure. It's fat and ugly. You know that much.
Can I also make a roll?
And yeah, we also do need to wrap up. Frank, you can, just because you've done the thing before, but make me an intellect check, and after that we'll wrap up for now and assume you all get back to yeah, it's a swine king. Okay, so you all make it back to Farmer's Ham place. Farmer's Ham, yeah. Farmer Ham's place.
Farmer Swine?
Farmer Swine Man. He swines loudly at you. Okay. And we will pick up with what actually happens with that next time. Well, wouldn't you know it? They lived. Well, that's entertaining. I wonder what will happen when they realize they're part of the issue yet. Oh, Hierophant, Hierophant. You can't help them this time. Oh, well. I suppose we'll see what happens next time. Lower Burton.
So yeah, if you folks enjoyed this, feel free to go and follow the Crit Hit channel, because we do wonderful, lovely podcasts like this, following Shadows of the Demon Lord with our lovely crew, of which involves me and Lovi, of, the Crit Hit crew, but also folks like Virus, also Queenie, Shrimp, who also does some of our editing, and Gently Toasting / Sasha, who's our DM. If all of y'all want to care to do some proper introductions while I kick the crap out of my internet.
Hi, I'm Lovi. I run the Discord. Join the Discord. Join our cult. Thank you.
I am Sasha or Damien or Gently Toasting, whichever. I GM and make YouTube videos.
I'm Jack. I make games and edit videos and make websites, I guess now. Follow my Twitter.
Hi, I'm Virus. You can find me at Virus the Bard on Twitter, and soon, hopefully, on YouTube, as soon as I actually get all my equipment and start actually making things.
Yeah, I'm the one they call Queenie. I don't do anything. I'm just a college student. I'm just here. Hello.